And hello, gang. Hello to all of you. Buongiorno, as they say.
Have you considered making a channel called Hi Hori where you give out thirst trap advice?
What? That's not a bad idea. Let's go see if that's taken. That's not a bad idea at all. Hey, listen. It's not my fault. I knew I had a lot of medical tests this week. You see, I'm dying, chat. Dying of thirst. Let me have some tea. But we're here. Hello, friends. How's everybody doing? How the fuck is everybody? I want to start this stream off with a lot of aggression and anger. How the fuck are you, chat? You cocks. So, so on that note of streaming schedules, I'm actually going to start doing some later streams. Later meaning like I'm going to start them around like I'm going to do noon a few times and see how I like that. Then I'm going to do like 2 p.m. like right now a few times and see how I like that. And then we'll just kind of, we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. This is all for fun anyway, right? All right, so let's get the hellos out of the way. Hello, Lost Love. How are you? Hello, Vincent, my friend. How are you? Andrew, how are you, man? Grimacing Reaper was shaken. Scrive Leaf. Jake, Unchained. Echo, what's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? How are you doing, brother? So my stomach's on fire, guys. On fire. It's an interesting feeling. All right. Grimacing Reaper says, wish me luck going to a concert that X and I had planned to go to together. Sent her ticket the night she broke up with me. Both lawn tickets. Haven't talked to her since. Yo. Get in there. Danger zone. Get in there. I hope you have a good time, man. Are you going to the concert with your
Good
ex?
luck,
Is that what you're saying?
Grimacing Reaper. Hi Hori can give you advice on how to thirst trap your ex. Stay strong, brother.
All right. Here's how to thirst trap your ex. If we're starting... If we're doing this, if we're starting the Hi Hori Love Advice Thirst Trap channel, here's what I want you to do. All right, so you're going to this concert with your ex, right? All right, first thing I want you to do is to go to Amazon and buy some Manuka honey and gently massage the honey into your armpits, okay? That's step one. This is a several-step process, so you got to pay close attention. Step two, I want you to go buy one whole Malamar. I don't even know if they still make the candy, but this is critical. You got to go to the store and buy a Malamar, okay? Eat half of it and ask your ex at the concert if they would like the other half of the Malamar. Upon confirmation that they do in fact want the other half of that piece of candy, throw it out. After that, how long has it been since the breakup? A few months? Okay. After that, I want you to get on all fours, pull out some basil from your right pocket, crunch it up in your mouth, you know, and then start howling. And if she's not with you by then, if they aren't with you by then, it's over, man. If that doesn't work, I'm out of advice. I don't know. Hi, Hufflepuff. How are you? I don't really like the voice thing. Just me so. You don't like Archer? Sterling Archer? Master Spy? Yo, thank you for the biddies, dude.
Nope, I'm going to the Avenged Sevenfold concert with my brother and a friend of mine. Honey in armpits check. Eat half of Malamar check. Interact with X about Malamar check. Eat basil check. Howl check.
Excellent. Well then, well then we're off to a great start. I foresee a blooming romance. And I got some biddies in the process. Maybe high horror is a thing here. Maybe we're doing this now.
Spooky, spooky, very spooky. What's that? It's a skeleton.
Oh, it's so spooky. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, Frat. Thank you for the gift subs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Gang, can we get some love for Frat? Maybe some maybe a couple emotes or something, eh? Avenged Sevenfold though. What's that one The Beast and the Harlot? When I was a little peepee boy, I wanted to learn how to play that song so fucking badly on the guitar. I wanted to learn how to play it so badly. Hi, Polly. Thank you for the lurk.
Help.
I have heard many things, but I have never heard it say just
I
one
am not
word.
actually an...
Happy birthday.
Thank you for the bits, Vincent. That's you guys heard that, right? That was scary. Is the AI gaining sentience? What the fuck was that about? Help. I am an AI. Trapped. Help. Help. Help, 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 help. It's very scary. It's very spooky. Okay. I'm just here because I want to hear Rory's voice. I'm annoyed at, I got annoyed of his videos about a year ago. I wanted to check out him, not at my ex. What's up, Cartoon? How are you, man? How are you doing, brother? I don't know what's going on with this text-to-speech. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Thank you, guys. It's not my birthday, but thank you. Thanks. Not my birthday at all. My birthday was months ago, but thanks. A7X's guitarist dad has a stand-up bit, and it's fantastic. Really? No shit. No shite. Happy unth birthday? Happy unth birthday. Unth birth. That's a unth birth. Everybody, I can't guarantee you're going to do this, but just try it at home. Try saying unth birth. Unth birth. But is it unth birth or unbirth? Like two sets of TH? All right, it's our second breakup. Same reasoning. It's been since August 29th. Kept calm. So I was right, about a little under 2 months. Kept calm when she ended it. Told her if you get your shit together or change your mind, whether in a week, a month, or a year, you can reach out. Can't promise I'll be here the same way. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, and how did that shit? I love this shit. Can't promise I'll be here in the same way, and was denied an attempt of friendship and denied an attempt of friendship and an attempt to go to these concerts. Yo. Tell me you didn't feel like a badass saying that. Just a bit of a badass. Okay. Is the room you're in right now specifically made for streaming? Yes. I mean, I come in here and like I'll read a book on my couch. I will debate politics with Guy Fieri over there. My big computer is in here. I'll put it to you this way. I don't play video games in this room really. Right? I like did my online classes in here, but like I have a gaming laptop out there, and I don't see a need to boot up the big rig and all that for all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you guys a room tour one day. Not today though. I wasn't even going to stream. I wanted to stream today. I had a medical appointment for my stomach because you guys know my stomach's in a bad way. I was supposed to have an appointment, and they called me and they're like, "Oh, we have to move your." The place is like down the street from me, so it's not a big deal. So I was like, "Okay, I'm going to stream." I figured out a time that works for me. Then they moved my appointment, and I was like, "Okay, well, can't stream now." Then they called again. Then they canceled my appointment. Moved it to a different day. I shouldn't say canceled. They moved it to a different day. So I was like, guess I can stream now. So I'll do that. Anyway, how are you guys? What's new? Birthday's in March. I debate telling you guys when my birthday is. Like 2 or 3 of you know it. 2 or 3 of you know it from when I got doxxed. Because, you know, big scary Rory needs to get pee-pee doxxed. But I don't, now that I think about it, I don't really see what the harm is. Right? If I had like 10,000 people in here, I would not. Would not. Guy Fieri just moved, very spooky. He does that sometimes, especially when he's hungry. He goes to Flavortown. It's next, it's the kitchen. The kitchen is Flavortown. Can't wait to upgrade from a stream room to a river room. I'll have you guys know when D and I are going to buy a house like soon. When that happens, we are going. I'm going to deck out a whole basement just for streaming, just for me. Ooh, it's going to be nice and cold. Oh, I love being cold. Love being cold. Who likes being cold? One in chat if you guys like being cold. How are we supposed to throw your party then? Maybe I'll do like a birthday stream. How about that? How about the 2nd of next month, November 2nd? Let's do a birthday party. Whose birthday is it? Doesn't matter. It is collectively all of our birthdays. Did you get doxxed by Sniper Wolf? Yeah. Fucking bitch, man. She's out there. Sniper Wolf is up to some shit. She's up to some shit. She's out there. She's gonna dox you too if you're not careful. You guys gotta be careful. How you're supposed to throw a party? That's what I'm saying. We'll do like a big stream birthday party. It's everybody's birthday. Maybe I'll bake a cake. Maybe it'll be a cooking stream where I'll bake a cake. Never baked a cake before. Cake won't taste good, but we could try. My birthday's November 23rd. Then this will be your birthday cake. How's that? You guys should probably keep your birthdays secret on the internet. Can you move it to the 9th? Maybe the fairest way to do it is I'll just like have it put to a vote on Discord, and however many people can come. Or we could even move it to a weekend. Are you reviewing shit dating peeps? We may get to that in the second half. I don't want to do that so much that it gets boring. So I have some Am I the Assholes that we're going to be checking out today. You know, am I the asshole for being an asshole? I think D should troll you once by sneaking in and moving closer and closer to you. So if she did that, with any headphones I plug in, I can hear myself, right? So it makes, because I'm hearing my own voice and I see myself like in the camera, it's weird because I can watch myself talk and I can hear myself talk, which makes it very hard to hear things outside of here. And I can hear the music that you guys are hearing. Basically everything you guys hear, I can hear too. So that makes it very easy to sneak up on me in this room. And I told Dee a long time ago, I love her to death. I told her a long time ago, if you ever sneak up on me in this room while I am streaming and you try and scare me, I cannot guarantee that I will not truly accidentally pop you in the mouth. That's not something I want to do to you. So y'all, you may just go buy stuff on Amazon. Go waste more of my money. That's her money. I'm not going to be a dick. It's her money. It's not my money. Anyway, shall we get into it then? I'm like, you can't look. There is a degree of accountability, a personal accountability that you need to accept if you're going to scare someone. There is a chance you're going to get punched in the face. It's not fair. No, it is fair. It's kind of fair. Yeah, it's fair. So, guys, thank you for the subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the gifted subs. Shall we dive in? 90% of the Am I the Asshole stories are actually the assholes. I mean, but then they deserve it, don't they? Then they kind of deserve it. I'm mortified of one day opening up my closet. That closet right there is just where I keep all my electronic stuff. It's just like cables and microphones and shit. I am mortified of one day opening it too hard and crushing Guy Fieri. Give me one sec, guys. I got to take a phone call. And here, listen to some nice music while I'm on the phone. Thank you for your patience, friends. I do have an iPhone, but I also have an Android, and I also have a BlackBerry, and I also have a Windows phone. I have one of each kind of phone, and I have 2 phone lines, and I do a lot of drugs. Whee, drugs. Rory's being told he has 3 days to live. Yeah, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that was the call? If that shit happened live on stream? Hi, is this Mr. Rory? Yes, this is Mr. Rory. What can I do for you? Ooh, bad news, buddy. Ooh, bad news, friend. Most of the, not the asshole stories are like, my boyfriend sold me to human traffickers and killed my family. After 20 years of slavery, I got free, reported them, and broke up with him. Am I the asshole? That's sadly like a believable take on Reddit. That's a believable story. All right. Shall we get to it? I kind of pick these at random. So if you guys have any good Am I the Asshole stories that you want to put in the Discord, feel fucking free. Feel free, friends. But now let's jump in. And do drugs. Whee! This is the drug song. Okay. Shall we begin? Let's get a good story going. And then we will put that over there. Okay. So, the reality of your state. What do you mean? Let's go here. Am I the asshole for doting on my buddy's pregnant wife? My best friend Chris and I are both expecting our first babies with our wives. My wife is 36 weeks. I believe Chris's wife Polly is somewhere around 28 weeks. Chris and I are very different in how we treat our wives and their pregnancies. Chris still has Polly do a lot, whereas I will take the weight off of my wife in literally any single possible way that I can. Even small things. Mainly because I feel utterly useless and I don't want my wife straining herself to do things I could easily do myself while she's growing my baby, and uncomfortable anyways. But I guess I fucked up the other day. By the way, this is from poster you/both warning 9529. So chat, Chris and Polly invited us to go on their boat to go swimming and fishing. My wife was a bit uncomfortable because she's closer to her due date and is just afraid of going into an early labor, so her anxiety is a bit heavier than usual, as is the baby. Well, Chris kept asking Polly to get up and do shit for him, and I would go right behind her and be like, no, sit down, I've got it, and essentially did the same thing I would do with my own wife. Well, there's a store along the lake that we stopped off at so I could grab some beers, and Polly asked me to grab a few things, so I did. A mixture of both snacks and drinks, like 4 to 5 items. When I got back to the boat, my wife looked in the bag I got and was immediately pissed off and didn't talk to anyone easily for an hour. I had no idea why she was upset, so when we stopped, Chris and Polly jumped in to swim. I asked what was wrong, and she was like, pretty fucking pathetic that you got her literally everything she asked for, and you couldn't even get me one thing I asked for. Oh, it's the battle of the pregnant women. I told her I didn't hear her ask for anything, and she said, yeah, because you were so busy doting on someone else's pregnant wife that you couldn't pay attention to your own wife. I truly didn't hear her, but then Chris gets back in the boat a bit later and looks at my wife and says, where's your drink? My wife just glares at me. Oh shit, he's in the danger zone. So apparently my buddy heard my wife, but I didn't, which of course just adds fuel to my wife's anger because it looks really bad. I was right beside my wife, and Chris was on the other side of the boat, so I should have heard her. Later on in the night, she told me she's never been so uncomfortable in her life because Polly and Chris both noticed that I didn't get my wife the one thing she asked for after getting Polly everything she asked for, so it embarrassed her. And that she's not comfortable with me doting on Chris's wife at all, and she doesn't want to hang out with them for a while because now she's insecure over this. I was just trying to be nice. Am I the asshole? Well. Here we are, chat. Let it be known that chivalry is dead. What do you guys think? Because for me, I don't see it. I don't see it. I can understand why she's upset, but a simple, oh, sorry, babe, I didn't hear you. Sorry about that, babe. I didn't hear you. I didn't know that that's how you felt. Hey, if it upsets you, look, you guys hang out here in the ocean. I'll drive the only boat back to where we need to be and get the drinks. You guys just, you guys just float. Just hang out. Just float around for a little while. Right? I'll go back to the 7-Eleven and get your Prime Energy. And, like everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. See, this is this type of passive-aggressive shit. Now, I can understand where the wife's coming from because she's pregnant, right? She's watching him flirt with another woman, right? Dote on another woman. When she's thinking like, yo, I'm pregnant too. Where's my drink? Where's my Prime Energy? Right? So I get why she's upset. But at the same time, it's like, if your husband has done everything for you, as he stated he does in the story, because you're pregnant, he doesn't want you like doing any hard labor, he'll take care of everything. You just got to chill. And there's this one day where he forgets one drink. I don't know that merits a bitch out. He's only an asshole for it if he's polyamorous. I don't know that this makes him an asshole. I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in that situation. I'm trying to put myself where he is and be like, yo, what would I do in that situation if Dee was pregnant and bitched me out for that? I think I would just be like, I hand her a Snickers. Here, honey. Have a Snickers. You sound hungry. You know what I mean? But I don't know. For me, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what the comments say. I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I thought it was going to be the friend who got upset for making him look bad to his wife. This is exactly what I thought the story was going to have. Yes. Let's keep it going. You're the asshole for not helping your friend's wife. What? You're the asshole not for... Hold on, wait. You're the asshole not for helping your friend's wife, not for hearing our wife. You can't magically hear everything. But for not checking in with your wife if she wants anything. That would have been the decent thing to do. That's actually fair. That's actually a super fair point. But I don't know that elevates him to asshole. Asshole for not doing something versus asshole for... I understand what they're saying, but does this elevate them to the level of asshole? You know what I mean? Checking in, hey, going to the store, do you want anything? I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. But like, it's a human mistake. See, for me, maybe I just take the word asshole differently. I think asshole means like, you truly are like a piece of shit in this situation. And I understand the subreddit is more like, you are this or you're not this. You're the asshole or you're not the asshole. And like, they're not thinking of it that deeply. Vince, thanks for the lurk, man. Got to tiptoe because he's definitely not in the wrong, but she's got some pregnancy hormones. Swallow it, apologize, and move on. Ooh. I don't know. They're listening. I don't know, man. It's just they're trying to do a nice thing. And you live with your wife and she's pregnant and you're always doing nice things for her. As he said in the story. So it seems like the one time I didn't do something for her is when I got yelled at. And it had nothing to do with the fact that he didn't check in on her and ask if she wanted something. It had to do with the fact that he was helping another woman. I think that's what this is about. You're the asshole. You were getting off the boat and took a grocery list for another woman. Even if you didn't hear your wife, an actual doting husband would say something along the lines of, hey, babe, is there anything you want from the market? So you didn't hear her and didn't ask her because you were so busy being a honeydew. What? A honeydew for another woman. Your wife should be enraged right now. I don't know about enraged. Foaming at the mouth. Foaming from both ends, right? No, I don't know about that. According to my ex, I was the asshole for not consistently knowing what she wanted without asking. So by that logic, that's how it be. It do be like that sometimes. Also, who takes pregnant people boating? If I'm pregnant, dude, that's the last place I want to be on. You're nauseous all the time and you feel like shit and run down and you want to get on a boat and swim in the ocean. There's sharks there. Sharks live there. When I was pregnant, I really liked to stay active, and if I couldn't, I would communicate it. It's embarrassing how far OP went with it. I would be embarrassed too if I was his wife. He really wanted to one up his friends for his own ego. I just don't see what that. I don't see this as an ego thing. I think the guy is just a kind of a poopy brain and was just he's just doing a nice thing. It's like, okay, I have a friend who has a dog, and they don't walk the dog a lot. So whenever I go over their house, I'm like, yo, I'll take that dog for a walk. It's cool. He's like, oh, thanks, man. I'm not trying to one up him. I'm not thinking of him. I'm thinking of the dog. You know what I'm saying? It's one upping him it doesn't enter my mind. What enters my mind is the welfare of the dog. Your wife's not a dog, and if she wants something, she can speak up. If you tell me, hey, I want a drink, can you get me a drink? And I don't acknowledge you or say, yeah, honey. It's clear I didn't hear you, which I'm assuming by the fact he didn't acknowledge what she said. Like, cool, got it. If you're like, hey, Rory, I want a coffee, and I'm just like, just start dancing. It's clear I didn't hear you. Well, maybe maybe if I start dancing, maybe not. But you guys get the greater point. You guys understand. I don't know. This doesn't make sense. If you've been bending over backwards to make your wife's life convenient for the past 30-ish weeks, then I doubt she'd react this strongly the one time you messed up and didn't listen. That's what I was saying before. Yep. Have you asked your wife's perspective on how you've been doing during her pregnancy? It's entirely possible you haven't been as helpful as you think. The way your wife reacted, I just can't imagine that this is the first time you made her feel that way, you know? Like a fucking armchair psychologist over here. If you walk someone else's dog, does Data think you're the asshole? Data's a little... He is a dog whore. He's a dog whore. He loves all the dogs. I have never met a dog Data didn't like. Or that's not true. He doesn't like people generally. You're the asshole. You were so busy trying to show your friend how negligent he was and how great you are, and you would have been more focused with your own wife. You should have double checked whether or not your wife wanted anything. He's not the fucking asshole for wanting to do something nice for a pregnant woman. Oh my God. I don't know. Who here thinks this is an ego thing for OP, for the poster? I don't think this is an ego thing. I don't think he's sitting, in the back, like, back of the boat, like, I'm gonna get this shitty husband, this motherfucker. I'm gonna get him, make him look like a fool. I don't see that here. I think he was just trying to do a nice thing when he saw that his wife was largely being ignored. Big motherfucker. Okay, last comment. Your wife is 36 weeks along, and Polly is only 28 weeks. If there was anyone you should have been doting on and be mindful of, it was your wife. I don't know what dynamics in the relationship are. I don't know what the dynamics in the relationship are, but I don't think your wife would be so uncomfortable that she no longer wants to spend time with them. If this is a one-time thing. Oh, but I don't know. I see what she's saying. She's saying, I don't know what your wife would be so uncomfortable. Like, why is your wife so uncomfortable that this one time that immediately eliminates a friendship for a while? So she's saying, like, what's up with your wife that's the first place her mind went to? Because you didn't get a fucking Snapple. Any woman watching her husband act hyper-focused on meeting another woman's needs when her needs are not met is going to feel hurt and insecure, especially at 36 weeks pregnant. It's not meeting her needs. It's, yo, do you want some snacks? Holy shit. He's not like servicing her sexually and doing the laundry. He didn't hear you. Oh my God. These people are making it so many steps beyond what it actually is. You just got her a drink. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. If he's trying to smash, nothing in this story indicated that. And we got to go with the information we've been given. You know? So I get what you're saying, guys. But if he's trying to smash, like, we have no indication that that's what he wants. All right. Next one. Let's get to the next one, oi. No, where's some of the asshole? Is am I the asshole? Nope. Relationship advice. We read this one. Because you've shown interest in a similar hair removal. The fuck? Let's do... Where's all the Am I the Assholes? Ah, there it is. Okay. My Beetle Beggy is a... Beggy. My Beagle Beggy. My Beagle Betty is a horde of German Shepherd boys. She has a type. We all got a type. We all got needs. We all got needs, chat. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter-in-law that she isn't welcome in my home due to her jealousy about me being a housewife? I want to be a housewife. I have sold the housewife idea to D so many times. I'll be a fucking housewife. I'll do all the cooking and all the cleaning and shit. That's fine. Just let me stay home and do nothing. It's great. Am I the asshole for replacing any property of mine that my wife lends out or gives away from our travel savings? Am I the asshole for potentially being the reason why my father and his wife can't adopt or foster? Oh, God. Am I the asshole for telling my sister if she doesn't go to the funeral due to her fear of dead people, she will blow up all her relationships? It's a bit extreme. Here seems like a good one. Am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to clean 100% of our apartment? Okay. I, 30, male, live with my long-term girlfriend, 27, female, in a major city. My girlfriend and I live together in a major city to share costs. Wow. Okay, cool. Glad we got that out of the way. I only mention this as to provide some information about how much rent costs. While we were both working, I paid 60% of the rent, and she paid 40% with the agreement that I would pay for all the dates because I make 30% more than she does. All right. My girlfriend has felt depressed with her career choice, so I suggested that she quit her job and take some classes to gain certifications in a career she would like more. I agreed to pay rent and utilities as well as pay for her classes and give her... What the fuck, bro? Give her some spending money, $300 a month. So he went from a 60-40 split where he's paying all the dates, which cost a lot. Like, think about your average dinner for two is about $80, right? Especially if you're living in a major city. So bump that up to 110, 120. And now he's paying for everything and giving her $300 a month in spending. Is that a girlfriend or a sugar baby? Exactly, dude. Exactly. I'm lucky that I work in a good job, so I can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner for free at work. Oh, okay, but... Okay. I've also worked on additional projects so I can work more hours in order to support the both of us on my salary alone. For the last 6 months, I've clocked in 60 hours a week. Fuck that. Nope. Nope. None for me. I'm fucking full. When we were both working, we split chores 50-50. However, I find myself burning out due to the week and unable to clean. And on the weekends, she wants to spend Saturday on dates with us cleaning on Sunday together. So she's paying $0, right? If I'm understanding this correctly, let's just go over the money situation, okay? So she's felt depressed in her career choice. I suggested she get a new career choice. I agreed to pay the rent, the utilities, as well as pay for her classes and give her $300 a month. Yes, we haven't even finished the story yet. How do you know he's an asshole? We were both working. We split chores 50-50. However, I find myself burning out because I'm working 60 plus hours a week while she's chilling at home. We got into a bit of a row because I said that I'm dying and I need a day, Sunday, where I can just be alone or do something with my friends. She said she appreciates my help with her career change, but that since we both live in the apartment, we should both clean. I don't think it's fair since she's home much more than I am. And I make almost zero mess because I spend 60 plus hours a week at work. She said just living in the house creates a mess and that I should help clean it. This story's a fake? What makes you think that? I don't know that if this story is real, there's no way in hell he's the asshole. I don't know about this one, guys. How much time is she spending on schoolwork? I'm going to guess it's dramatically less than 60 hours a week. It's not about the financial contribution, but the time difference. Yeah, there's more than one currency. I think people view money as like sort of the ultimate currency. There is more than one currency. Time is a currency, and arguably it's more important than money. Not even arguably. It is more important than money because you can't get time back. What's that Howard Stark says in the Avengers? No amount of money ever bought a second of time. So if this guy, let's go over this one more time. Just this part. She's sad about her job. I suggest she quit her job and take some classes to gain certifications. I agree to pay rent, utilities, all her classes, and give her $300 a month. And all I ask in return is that she cleans when she's home. Meaning he's literally paying for her lifestyle. And all he wants her to do is clean on Sunday. And that causes an argument. I have a what's the right way to put this? I have a rule, I guess we can say, a rule. I don't ever give money to partners unless we are married. And then in which case it's not my money, it's our money, right? I don't give money to partners. I don't, because shit like this happens, right? Now, it's okay to have an agreement about rent and things like that where, like, okay, she'll pay 40% of the rent, I'll pay 60% because I make more money, and, like, that's fine. Like, it is what it is. Because they're paying relative to how much money they have, not anything beyond that. But in a situation like this, you're like, bro, what the fuck? When you discussed her career change and starting classes, did you also have a conversation about household chores? We didn't. To be fair, we should have. Okay? Not the asshole. It's an apartment with 2 grown adults, no pets, no kids. How much is there to possibly clean? A vacuum, tidy bathroom, and kitchen wipe shouldn't take more than an hour a week. I've been married for over 20 years. I've done stretches of 100% of the chores. I've done stretches of 50%. You support your partner in what they need at the moment. This shouldn't be triggering or about fairness. It's about how you can best support your partner. Fairness just shouldn't even enter the story. It shouldn't be part of the conversation, right? If you're talking about fairness. Because at that point, what we're talking about essentially is a job because she's getting paid, right? So how long do you guys think it would take to clean your home or your apartment or anything like that? If I'm going off of myself, it would take me about 2 hours top to bottom to do a nice, good clean of my place. So think about what she's getting. She's getting $300 a month. Or was it a week? Let's see. $300 a month. Okay. She's getting $300 a month plus rent. They live in a major city. We can reasonably say that rent in a major city like New York City, that's what I think when I think major city, or Chicago or Los Angeles, something like that. A major city is roughly $3,000 a month. Maybe more, but we need a nice even number to settle at. Okay? So he's paying $3,000 a month. Plus, he's giving her $300 a month so that she can just spend on whatever she wants. So that's $3,300. Now he's paying for utilities. Let's assume utilities are another $200 a month. Let's say $250, right? That's $3,550. And he's paying for all of his classes, all of her classes. I have no basis of reference for how much the classes could be, but let's just say she's taking certificate-based classes. So let's say it's $1,000 for one class, right? I'm just pulling a number out of my ass. And let's say he's paying for 2 of them. Because it says classes, not class. That would mean he's paying $5,500 a month for her, and all she has to do is chill, right? Rent and utilities in a major city, paying for classes, and she gets $300 a month. That's $5,500 roughly. And it takes her about 2 hours to clean the home, roughly. Okay? And he asks her to clean the home once a week on Sundays in this story. So let's do some math here, guys. Let's do some quick math, okay? We have 5500 divided by 4 Sundays in most months. 4 Sundays. That means she gets paid $1,375 a day for 4 days, right? And I shouldn't even say a day. I should say per 2 hours. So let's break this down one more time. Divided by 2. She gets paid $687 an hour. $688 if you want to round up. So I just want you guys to think about that for a second. Because it takes her 2 hours to clean. And we're fudging some of the numbers here. It takes her 2 hours to clean. So 687.5 times 2. That's $1,375. 2 hours to clean. Times 4 for 4 Sundays in a month. Because they clean on Sundays. Math. Math, baby. Math, baby. What do you guys think? So really, she's getting paid over almost $700 an hour. All he has to do is subtract one girlfriend. My man would be making bank. Hey, seven! How are you? It's been a while, homie. Are you at TwitchCon? Did you guys end up going? I miss you too, Seven. Where you been? How's life? How you feeling? Oh, you're not going. I thought you were going. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll talk. We'll talk. I got you. So here's Evan. I want to give you a quick recap of this story. You're gonna like this. I feel like it's gonna trigger you. Okay. Keep this number in mind, Seven. Right? 5,500. Here we go. Quick number. Here we go. Okay. Boyfriend wants girlfriend to clean 100% of the apartment. Why? Girlfriend was depressed with her career choice and wants to change it. So I suggest she quit her job and take classes in different certifications. And he's going to pay her rent. He's going to pay her utilities. He's going to pay for all her classes. And he's going to give her $300 a month in spending money. Spending money. Okay. They clean once a week on Sundays. She's saying, we both live here, so we should both be cleaning on Sunday. He's saying, bitch, I give you $5,000 a month. With as little as he's home, are we sure she's taking actual classes, not going to OnlyFans University? That's good. That's what I'm saying. So here's the quick math we did, Seven. Here's how we arrived at this number. We broke it down into a job. We said, okay, you know what? She's now getting paid for the things that she's doing, right? Because he's giving her $300 a month cash, just for whatever the fuck she wants to spend it on. He's paying for her rent and utilities, and he's paying for her classes. Okay, so what we said is rent in a major city is about $3,000 a month. We're talking like New York. Okay, so $3,000. Then we said he's giving her plus $300. He's just handing her. Plus utilities. We're being nice and we're saying utilities are about $200. Plus $2,000 for school. And I'm lowballing all of these things. I live alone and doing all this on the daily. I'm just saying. Get you a man that can. I just figured out what Americans say math without the maths. Because that's the correct way to say it. What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? So, I'm just saying, if I could be this girl and just chill at home, and I told D many times, like, yo, let me just be the housewife. I'll make you a fucking 4-star meal every night. You let me stay home and play video games and, I don't know, put my thumb in my ass and do whatever the hell I want to do all day. Like, yeah, I'll do it. Been there. Ex took advantage, kicked her ass to the curb after way too long. Get rid of her. Get rid of her, my brother. Well, classes actually cost $1,000 a month per $1,000 per month, because here it will cost $400. 4D? 40? $40 is met? You fucking liar. That's too cheap. Let me think about it. The average cost of like a master's degree here is about $40,000. So yeah, that's about right. Math time. Let's do more math. So it's about $40,000, and generally it's broken up into 2 years, and 2 years is 4 semesters, right? So you take this, divide it by 4. $10,000 a semester. That's about right. I factored in the cost of books. Yeah, 40,000 is with books factored in. So about $10,000 a semester. And it depends on what kind of, like, I took an accelerated program where I had, one class was 4 hours and I had to do that multiple times a week. So I graduated quicker. But $10,000 a semester, and a semester is 4 months. So divided by 4 again, it's about $2,500 a month for school. Way less here in Ireland and even Europe. I know some people who go to other countries to go to school because it's just so much cheaper. Like, sure, you have to pay for the visa, you have to pay for moving, living there, etc. But you make up the cost. It's the same reason why people go to, like, Mexico to get plastic surgery and shit. I don't. I'll be honest with you guys. When I was in school, I didn't buy a single book. Not school for music. You don't really need books in school for music. You need a few, but they're cheap. Not for behavior analysis. I bought those books. Never opened them again. For therapy, to be a big boy pee-pee therapist, I didn't buy a single book. You know what I did? I stole them. I found copies of them online, and God bless the internet, because that saved me thousands of dollars. I took those shits just to have professors, like, bust out a PowerPoint. Like, what the fuck was what was the point of the book then? You fucking pirate. You're just talking about $600 a semester. I just saved $600. I used my critical thinking skills learned in school. Okay? I use critical thinking skills to help me become a Bobby Big Dick. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more, and then we'll get to some TikToks. TikTok. I kind of want to look up polyamory on TikTok and see what they're saying. Last week, I did send you TikToks about what you learned by moving abroad that America messed you up. Oh, we can look into that. We can look into that. Okay. And you sent this when? Can you send it again? Are you doing the TikTok Instagram thing? Oh, TikTok on Instagram. Boo. Boo, I say. Boo. We could jump straight to TikToks. We could just start TikToking. You can TikTok my balls. Bah.
Okay, you guys.
Shut up.
Okay, you guys.
It's not.
So this one's been.
Nope. Shh. They've got snakes on there. Here. You guys remember this? No. Why didn't you copy paste? Excuse me. Copy. Paste. Okay, here we go.
The easiest
Seven,
women to sleep with.
You're gonna get a load of this fucking guy. Oh, you're gonna like this guy. I don't know if you're here for this one. This big fucking hunk of kielbasa. Why is this not formatted right? What did we change? What did we do? Chat, what did we do? What have we done? Now let's just go to his channel, and here we go.
Fellas, if your girl goes to a fraternity party and she cheats on you by claiming the men forced themselves on her, you look at her and you say, you don't jump into a bear cage with picnic baskets strapped to your vagina now, do you? That is no excuse just because men force themselves on your girl. Number one.
It's like the first... Oh, gosh. How about men just don't rape women? Like, how about that? If your girl goes to a party at a fraternity and then gets fucked, you gotta blame what were you thinking? You're going to a fraternity with a bunch of penises. Now, like, do I agree with the mentality of like personal responsibility? You guys know that I do. At the same time, the fact that that's a believable, coherent sentence that just came out of this guy's mouth is kind of like, what? What? Okay, let's hear what the rest of it he has to say, and then I'm going to do like an intro for a YouTube video. You guys know the deal.
What is she doing there? Number 2, cheating is cheating. Let's not play the victim here and act like it wasn't your fault. It was your fault. You guys need to start setting boundaries and walking away the second a woman disrespects you or she cheats on you. There is absolutely no reason why your girlfriend should be going to a college fraternity party where she knows there's going to be plenty of drunk men there and alcohol. Why would she want to be put in that environment? I would never be in a relationship with a girl.
He phrased it better that time, but it's still the same type of thing where it's like, bro, so you're telling me I can't go to a party because of the behavior of others. You see what I'm saying? I get what he's trying to say, but he's saying it in a very not elegant way. He's saying essentially, don't go to because the possibility exists, you shouldn't be in that environment. That's what he's trying to say. At the same time, I think there's a greater issue where that's like saying don't ever be around dogs because dogs have teeth and they could bite you. You see what I'm saying? It's just a kind of a gross, like you don't feel good about that take. You don't feel right about that.
Girl like that. I like women that are low key. They might go out, grab a drink or two with their best girlfriends. That's it, at a quiet place. They're not out there partying, trying to get drunk and looking for attention from other men.
She wants the nookie nookie.
Don't forget to follow me on Instagram.
No, go fuck you. Go fuck you. Go fuck you. How old are the woman he's talking about? He was referring to college-age women.
Fellas, if your girl goes to a fraternity party and
fraternity, so that would suggest like undergrad. Do they have master's degree fraternities? I don't actually know. And sororities? I go get drunk with my friends doesn't mean I'm looking for a man. Personally, when I'm getting drunk with my friends, I am looking for some cock. But that's just me. This is just me. This is me. All right. Is my pedal correct? Yep. Cool. All right, let's do this the right way. Here we go. Big meat energy. You guys ready for a YouTube intro? I need a little music here. Hold on. Andrew, I got your videos. Thank you. And we're gonna get to them a little later. Nope. A little later. Okay. Music. Beautiful. Hi. My name's Rory. I'm a therapist. And I hate TikTok. I think TikTok is awful. I think it's horrible. And a lot of the people who give relationship advice on TikTok are generally awful and horrible. Let's look through some of these awful and horrible TikTokers and make fun of them and rip apart why they are wrong. Join me. Intro is done. Let us begin. Okay. Oh, don't. Okay, here we go. Big meat, begin.
The easiest women to sleep with, part 8, part ocho, motherfuckers. Women with butterfly tattoos. Now, there's always an exception to this rule. I was dating a beautiful Brazilian blonde who had a butterfly tattoo. That was her only one, but it was in memory to her grandmother. There's always exceptions. I'm not going to disrespect any woman that I choose to date. Number one, this ain't the channel for that. But majority of women that get butterfly tattoos Once again, they are free-spirited.
I like how he's generalizing. He's like, I'm not going to disrespect, but I am going to say that because they have butterfly tattoos, that means they're loose. Sorry. Free-spirited.
Feathers, dream catchers, butterflies. They all fall under that same genre. She is free-spirited, which means she's going to land on the nearest HBI, the hot beef injection, within a 10-mile radius.
You guys are going to notice me doing weird pauses and stuff. That's just for the sake of editing. It just makes editing so much easier. When I slow down instead of speed up, you know. The HBI, huh? The hot beef injection. But what was that just a second ago about how you're not disrespecting any of the women that you date while telling them that because they have butterfly tattoos, they're going to get hot beef injections? Oh, your at is Czar of dating. Interesting.
Of where she currently is residing. That's what that means. If you don't believe me, go on any PORN site and look at the tattoos these women have. Majority of them have butterflies stamped all over their bodies. The more butterflies she has tatted on herself, the bigger the thought, fellas. You don't have to take my word for it. I don't give a fuck. I'm here trying to preach the good word. That's why God put me on this green earth.
If God put you on this green earth to talk about dating, God is dead, my friend. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. He's a lot louder than me, really? This man needs Jesus. This man, he needs more than Jesus. He needs an exorcism. Something's wrong with him. He's haunted. The Andrew Tate energy.
Comes from experience, fellas. So there you have it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram.
Don't do that. Don't follow him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What was the sprinkle, sprinkle for? We have an ice cream? Okay. So let's talk about why everything he said is wrong. Jesus Christ. This is gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long video. All right, so here's why what he said is wrong. You can have tattoos of any way, shape, and form. It does not mean that you are a free spirit. It may probably mean that you like tattoos. You probably enjoy tattoos. You probably think that they're cool, they're interesting. In terms of because you have a and here's where his mind is going. His mind is going because you have a tattoo. That makes you a free spirit. And because you are a free spirit, meaning that you're not a traditional, structured, typical person, right? And you generally like to go out and explore and try new things. That must in turn make you someone who's like loose or lascivious. There's your new word for the day. My response to that is you can, like, there's all different types of people and there's all different types of personalities. One of the most common things I like to say is this is the equivalent of saying all men will cheat. This is an example I've used many times before. All men will cheat. And it's like, no, that's generalizing based on something, based on a characteristic. Maybe it's gender. Maybe it's a butterfly tattoo. Some men might cheat. Or all women will nag you. No, some women might nag you. We're different. We're all different. We're from different parts of the world. We speak different languages. So this mentality of like butterfly tattoo means she's just roast beef and left and right. What did he say? Hot beef injection? It's not a pleasant image.
Fellas, this is a major red flag when it comes to women. So listen up. If she is super submissive right off the gate, you have to watch out. Submission is earned from a woman. You have to prove yourself that you are worthy of her to submit to.
Yeah.
The easiest women to sleep with, part 7. Part 7, motherfuckers. For the easiest women to sleep with.
Oh, we're just... Why is there so much noise happening outside? Hold on, guys. Hold on, we gotta fix this. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. Should have thought about that earlier. Okay, that's better. That is better. Let's fix this. Okay, much better. Back to it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So let's do. Let's do this one.
The dumbest thing.
No, wrong one. Sorry. This one.
Who cheats more, men or women?
Okay, let's try this one.
Who cheats more, men or women? Let's get into it. I believe that women cheat more, but men get caught the most. Why is that? Because as a species, men are much dumber when it comes to cheating. We will easily get caught. We will leave the text messages out. We'll forget about a snap. We'll forget about an Instagram message. We'll forget about a phone call that we didn't delete. That's why women are much smarter than men in a sense that they are very intuitive. They've been hardwired biologically to be more intuitive because they have to know who the good guys are and who the bad guys are, because one guy can be predatory. They can be dangerous. There's also weak beta men out there that...
So let's think about the word he's using, right? The word he's using is intuitive. Women are more intuitive. What does intuitive mean? It's relying on... Sorry. Let's do that again. What does intuitive mean? It means intuition. What does having intuition, being intuitive, have to do with cheating? Have to do with leaving your phone out by accident, right? Let's define intuition. Let's go there. Define intuition. Intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. We shall allow our intuition to guide us. Your insights and intuitions as a native speaker are positively sought. Okay, I don't that's a weird one. But basically, intuition, you just kind of know something. How does that relate to what he's saying? At all? Anyone? Anyone want to take a guess? Intuitive. Intuition. It doesn't. So what the fuck is he talking about? I would say that the number is probably a lot closer to 50-50 than we think of, right? I would say both men and women probably cheat on par. I can't say that one does it more than the other. And the kicker is that we don't really have any science that suggests this either. We don't really have any studies that say, without a doubt, oh, well, women cheat more, or oh, well, men cheat more. We don't know. But bringing intuition into it is just kind of an unusual take, I guess. I don't know.
Fellas, if you do this one thing...
So we're gonna do one more from this guy and see how it goes. All right, let's find a good one. Which quality is best when getting women? She is for the streets, fellas. Okay. This one seems pretty woman-hatey. We don't like it. Boo.
Fellas, this is how you know you are dealing with a low-quality woman, so listen the fuck up. So let's say you take out a girl to dinner that's not your girlfriend, and she picks the most expensive food item on that menu just to see your reaction. That is a low-quality woman. She will manipulate.
That's a low-quality human. Anybody would do that. If any person was like, I'm going to pick the most expensive meal, male or female, or however they identify, did something like that. Yeah, I mean, but it's the same argument I have every time. How is that woman specific? How is that a woman specific problem? So if something looks amazing and it was expensive, like, come on. And not only that, but who the fuck out here trying to order the most expensive thing because it's the most expensive? I'm gonna order what I want, not what's most expensive. If those two things happen to be the same, like, okay. All right, let's do... we need something good for a video. Let's do... Should I take my ex back? Oh, this one's good. Hey, this one's relevant.
So someone asked me, Dan, should I take my ex-girlfriend back? Like you.
This grown-ass man's just like shirtless and filming a TikTok. Like, he's met every douchebag checkmark there is.
You have a choice. If you have to ask me that, you already lost, my friend. She don't want you back. She wants me. They all want me. MILFs, cougars, fucking gay people, they all want me. You know who wants you? The population of Antarctica. Fucking zero. Amish people want me. Fucking Eskimos want me.
So I think what we've arrived at is that he's an egomaniac narcissist and probably has like this Andrew Tate complex, and found that by being polarizing and being, like, oh, an alpha male, and he can form and carve out a presence for himself on vulnerable young men who are impressionable and who are looking for a way through what is very confusing. Dating is confusing. I'm not surprised that people gravitate towards information like this. Sorry, it's not information. It's more like verbal diarrhea, because you don't get anything out of it. The question was, should I take my ex back? And he's like, well, let me tell you about how Eskimos want to suck my balls. What? So along our journey, we're looking for something. Let's try this again. So we're looking for something a little more perhaps educational, something we can glean a bit more information from, rather than a guy who's swallowed one too many red pills and is now foaming at the mouth. See what else we can do. All right, what else do we got here, chat? Let's now we can explore together. Who wants to help me find a toxic tiki-taki? Let's try this. Toxic dating advice for men. Because I think if we say it's for men, then we'll get women, right? No, just more men. Let's see. Nah.
If you want to be toxic, here's a good texting.
Oh God, that microphone.
If you want to be toxic, here's a great tip. If a man texts you that he wants to see other people, he's not that interested, he's declining your offer, or anything of the like, a sensitive message, maybe he's going through it, whatever, but it's some nonsensical issue.
Nah, she used too many words. Too many words.
If you want
Franklin lady? Who's that? Let's just do this. Dating advice for men. Dating cheat codes for men.
If a guy is like young 20s,
I'm gonna love this.
and if he has time to take you on dates a few times a week,
Say it. Finish it.
then he's not going anywhere in life.
Yes! Yes!
That's funny.
If a guy
That's funny. That's funny. We like that. That's funny. Banana bread. The one guy who wants the guy's back details on first date. What? The fuck are you talking about? That's very funny. Oh, was it this guy? How to beast? Yeah, how to fucking beast, bruh.
Some of these dudes who try to give relationship advice, I'm like, bro, can you
Okay. Okay. Here we go. We got a good one. Here we go.
Some of these dudes who try to give relationship advice, I'm like, bro, can you shut the up? You look like an idiot. They're like, why? I'm like, you have a 4. She acts differently than a 10. She has been in line forever. She's not trying to raise up. What's that?
Yo.
It's a skeleton.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to stream. Good to have you here. Welcome to our stream. We're looking up bad dating advice. All right. Remember you had it on your stream last? I don't... Can you give me a name? I have a horrible memory. Asking me what happened last stream is... All right, let's try this again. I want to do this take for the YouTube video. This guy seems like a goofy goober. Here we go.
Some of these dudes who try to give relationship advice, I'm like, bro, can you shut the up? You look like an idiot. They're like, why? I'm like, you have a 4. She acts differently than a 10. She has been in line forever. She's not trying to raise up. There's a big difference. A lot of these entrepreneurs have really ugly chicks.
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
You see it a lot.
Don't you have money?
Even if they're not giving dating advice, it's still like you're trying to
They're giving
give advice on
advice.
something,
Yeah,
right?
you're giving
and
advice.
And how can you really? It's almost the same as like you're just really out of shape.
Yeah,
but no,
it's the same thing.
The same idea.
You're saying you're a closer and your chick's ugly.
There's no pride in one area of your life. Yeah.
Some of these dudes who try to give
Okay. I see what he's trying to say. So this mentality of like, you can't give dating advice because you're not attractive, which is what they titled it, right? Dating coaches with ugly girls. Because the people you're dating aren't attractive. First and foremost, there are more than one way to measure beauty, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What I find myself being attracted to might be completely different than what you find yourself being attracted to. So the mentality that you're taking is one of a fucking idiot, because there's no grand scale of beauty, right? You might be into, let's say, people who are blonde with a thinner build. I might be into a brunette with a larger build. That doesn't mean that they're ugly or a 4. What you're talking about is conventional attraction, and that's different. There's no one universal scale of what people find attractive. And generally, and according to psychology, we're generally attracted to the familiar, people that remind us of our family. I know it seems weird. Look it up. This is a real thing. So that's not even a guarantee, though. That's a proclivity. You may have a proclivity to be more attracted to someone who reminds you of someone in your family. That doesn't mean that they look like them, but they could have similar humor, similar intellect, things like that. But then you go on to say, because you're dating someone I find to be unattractive, that means you don't know what you're talking about and you shouldn't be giving advice. Dating is so much more than just physical traits, right? And so limiting it to that and boiling it down to that, saying, well, you're dating a 4, I'm trying to go after 10s. We're just humans. We're all just humans in a shared experience trying to figure out how the fuck to navigate life. So this mentality that because I think they look different to me, that means that the whole thing is different. Not really. You just want to show up in a situation, be a fun-loving, relatively attractive, and by that I mean like not just physical, right? But also you're taking good care of your body. You have you're a good-hearted, good-natured person who treats people well, right? You have decent mental health. You don't need to be Brad Pitt with billions of dollars. You can just be a good human, and you'll be surprised how much farther that gets you with people. So just a shitty mentality. Shame on you. Have you seen the movie Liar Liar with Jim Carrey? It's a classic. It's a classique. Let's see. She's not wifey material. This seems good. This seems good. I'm going to make so many enemies with this YouTube channel, guys. I'm going to make so many fucking enemies with this channel. Oh, I'm going to make so many enemies. What's wrong with me? Why do I do this? Oh. Yes. Okay, yes. Well, Oh, don't you worry. We'll get back to her. Don't you worry. Let's do one more from this guy.
A lot of y'all are not gonna want to hear this. I see.
Here we go. Here we go.
A lot of y'all are not gonna want to hear this. I see so many guys out here who've just given up on their lives. And if you're one of these guys who's just decided I'm not gonna date women anymore because maybe I'm gonna put my trust into this girl and she's gonna cheat on me.
Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Spooky, spooky.
If the girl you're dating is consistently doing
No. Oh my god. I hate TikTok's format.
If the girl you're dating is consistently doing these things, that is a very good sign that she's a good girl and could probably make a good wife. Number one, you feel recharged after hanging out with her.
That's not. I'm being TikTok clickbaited. Click-talk baited. Okay, here we go.
I'm not
Oh.
joking.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Okay. We did. Okay, full disclosure, we already saw this one. Oh, fucking I hate this like this. I gotta find the original. God damn it. Spooky, spooky. Very spooky. What's that? It's a skeleton.
I'm not.
How do I find the smaller version of this? Frustrating. Let's do it this way. In Liar Liar, the kid said, my teacher says that beauty is on the inside. And Jim Carrey says, that's only what ugly people say. There's a degree of truth. What was this called again?
I'm not joking.
Shut up. I think I'm just being efficient. Okay. Did she remove it? God, she posts a fucking lot, guys. She posts a fucking lot. Get off of TikTok. Go read a book.
He called you 31-year-old that ran through. He called you a Jew too.
He said
Okay. All right. Sadly, we may have to skip this one.
Colleen actually has apologized in her apology video.
Many years ago, I used to message my fans.
Oh, this fucking psycho. Yeah. You guys hear about Colleen? What's her name? She's a YouTuber who, like, no, not a YouTuber. No, she was a YouTuber too, but I think she was a singer too. I don't actually know the whole story. She's psycho. She like hung out with underage fans and asked them for pictures of them. It was, not a good situation. Ballinger, thank you. Colleen fucking Ballinger. Oi. Was this it?
There's like a certain culture in Utah. It's very
Utah. I don't think we have it, guys. That's depressing. That's depressing. Okay, we might have to jump.
I'm not joking. I have.
Maybe if we do it this way. I think I'm just being efficient with Sophia. What's her name? Nope.
I'm not joking.
I hate TikTok so much for the autoplay. I hate it so much.
I'm not joking.
Hey, we did
it.
Nice. Good shit. All right. We've done it. Here we go. Sorry for the wait. I know it's boring. Okay, here we go. Now, sometimes you find people who are out of their fucking minds. This is a wonderful example.
I'm not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So, like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid. So you're getting straight to the point.
I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time?
Imagine you're on a first date with someone. And on that first date, they ask you, hey, pull up your bank account. I'm just curious. Just want to have a little peek-see at what you got going on. How many zeros you got at the end of that? Can you imagine how you would feel? Honestly, put yourself into the shoes of someone on a date with this person and then say to yourself, okay, look, they want to know how much money I make. Why? What could be the possible, reason this out for me? And then she says, well, I want to know that we're on the same page. I want to date someone who has lots of money. And I want to know that you have lots of money. That's totally okay. Wanting to know that she has that your partner, your prospective partner, has a lot of money, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's a value of yours, there's nothing wrong with that. I value, physical touch. I value spending time with my partner. I don't particularly value money. It's not something that I've ever really valued. But if you do, that's okay. There's no shame in that. But it's how you talk about money and how you bring up the topic of how much money do you have? And if you don't show me your bank account, then I'm going to end this date right now and we'll never go out again. Right? Instead of, hey, so what do you do for a living? Oh, you're a doctor. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, me, I'm a, I don't know, social media person, blah, 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 whatever the hell she does. Think about how you would feel on a date if someone said, pull up your bank account. Prove it, bitch. Hey, pull up your bank account. Okay, while I do that, pull up all your medical history notes from your gynecologist. Exactly. Why? Oh, I just want to, one of my values is knowing that I'm not sleeping with someone who's got a bunch of STDs. You know how it is. You know how it is. So about that vagina. It's exactly that. It's something you don't get to know this information yet. It's the first date. And the first date is essentially getting to know each other, figuring each other out, seeing if we're a good match. But when you do shit like this, it's just, I walk away with a bad taste in my mouth. Like, that is all you're about, right? And what kind of energy does that give us? Gold digging energy. That's right. Spooky. Very spooky. Okay. Bad dating advice. Spooky. Very spooky. Well done, Andrew. Well done. Thank you for that. All right. Well fucking done, man. What's that? It's a skeleton. No, we already, here we go.
You know what dating advice I hate? When people are like, love will come to you when you least expect it. And you know what the worst part is? It's always those people that somehow got lucky early on in life and found a long-term relationship, and now they think they know everything, and they can go around telling everybody this advice of like, you don't even have to try. No, that's not true. And let me tell you why. Okay, let me break something to you. Most couples that you see out there are not actually happy. People aren't actually out there finding their soulmate. People are like settling because they're bored, because they're lonely, because they didn't put in enough effort to actually find someone who compliments them. And they end up miserable. They end up cheating on each other. They end up in abusive relationships. They end up with someone who isn't making them happy at the end of the day. And so it takes a lot of work to actually figure out, who do I want to be with and how do I find this person? You have to.
That's a dark way to look at this. She's just out here saying like, oh yeah, all of you are actually fucking miserable. All of you people are pieces of shit, and none of you are actually happy, and all of you have your partners because you're lazy. I know it's hard to believe, but a lot of people are pretty happy in their relationships. Now, if you're online, it's not popular to say that there's a happy ending. It's just not. It's popular to say, like, all men are shit. All men are fucking shit. Or all women will cheat on you. Or you got to be alpha male, bro. Sigma male. Suck my ass. But in reality, all you have to do is just like work on yourself, right? Just be a good, happy, healthy version of yourself. And you'll be surprised how easy it is to actually just find someone that gels with you, Now, what she's saying is like, oh, well, on dating apps, right? She didn't mention dating apps, but this is just where I think she's going, and then we'll watch the rest of this and see if I was right. This mentality that you can treat dating as though it's like being on Amazon.com, and all you got to do is just swipe, and you'll pick the right partner right off the rack, add it to cart, check out, and then bam, you're going to be happy forever. I don't really buy that. I think you have to be out living a good, happy, healthy life and doing things that is good for you, growing as a person, challenging yourself, putting yourself in situations where people can be met. That's all you really got to do. That's how most people find their partner. You know where they don't find their partner? The comfort of their bedroom. I'm just saying. So let's see what else she was gonna say. Yo, what's up, Cheesy Dad? Cheesy Dad! Cheesy Dad! Cheesy Dad! What's going on, man? How are you? Good to have you here. Cheesy Dad!
You have to do work on yourself first and foremost. You have to reach a point in your life where you have a routine that makes you truly happy. Understand yourself, and then you'll understand what you need in a partner that will really complement you, that will help you grow, that will support you, someone that you can trust. That takes so much work, and you have to put yourself out there in the right places to find that person. So you are in control of this, but you got to put in the work.
So I agree with that, and I disagree with that. I like what she was saying because by and large, it is in line with what I was saying. Here's the part I don't agree with, right? You need to find a partner to help you work on yourself. Don't agree with that. Or rather, I agree with that in a limited way. It is up to you to be a complete version of yourself and finding someone else who can share in that rather than finding someone else to complete you. Your partner can help you grow, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't push it back against that at all. But I think you need to be an individual and grow for you. This needs to be for you. It can't be for them or for finding love, because then you're not tying it to anything intrinsic. You're not tying it to something that was for you because you are stuck with you the rest of your life. There's nothing you can do about it. So I guess that's what I meant. But by and large, the only real problem I have with what this person said was like, you're going to be miserable and fuck relationships. Woo! You know? I don't necessarily agree with that. All right, I got to remember to save these. I got to credit these creators. Oh, nothing cheesy, Dad. Just, making a bunch of enemies on TikTok and potentially YouTube. TikTok. Bloop. Spooky, spooky, very spooky. What's that? It's a skeleton. Okay. If one is working on themselves a lot, but they're still single and not making over 100,000 years yet, does that mean you and your efforts are not for... You say 100,000 a lot as though it's a specific... Like, do things that energize you. Just do things that energize you. Do things that make you feel good about you. That's what working on yourself means. And do some things that you don't want to do, but that are good for you. What's that? It's a skeleton. Motherfucker. Okay. Next.
Like, older married people of all genders just sometimes give the strangest dating advice, or they have the strangest takes on modern dating, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like after some time, like almost like
Am I the only one that's sick and tired of all the bullshit dating advice that's going around in this world? Whether it be a 90-day rule where I'm not allowed to even kiss somebody now for 90 days. First, if it was having sex with them, now I'm not even allowed to kiss them for 90 days. Or do this to get that. So send this message to elicit this specific response out of somebody, which is also called manipulation, because you can't control somebody else, you can only control yourself. Or if a guy likes you because he does something super trivial that has nothing to do with genuine interest in love, but is really good clickbait to get you to follow this person and give them more likes and watches, even though they're offering you absolutely nothing. I get it. Doing the work is really fucking hard.
We ain't doing 2 minutes of this. I'm not going to agree with her for 2 straight minutes. If you aren't creating enemies, you ain't creating. That's true. You got to break a few eggs. You got to break a few eggs on the way up, eh? Would you rather date a man with 6 figures or a man with 6 fingers? I suppose it depends on what your values are. Money or pleasure? Pleasure.
One of the most common pieces of dating advice that I hear is like, oh, if you've been single for a really long time, if you keep getting rejected, if you can't make it work with anyone, try going out with someone who's not your type. And I feel like that doesn't work. Like, that's never worked for me. Like, I feel like what people mean by that is try going out with someone who's not your type. They might surprise you. But every time I've tried going out with someone who wasn't my type, either physically or personality-wise, it's been interesting for like 1 or 2 dates. And then I get to that third date and I'm like, well, you're not my type. I'm not attracted to you. Or like even with their personality, like my type is more intro.
37 and single. I was just thinking about this time that my mom gave me some really bad dating advice. She told me never meet anybody off Tinder because they're probably a murderer. It's better to meet people through mutual friends. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But I did meet someone on Tinder. We got married. We had 2 kids. It was pretty great. I wouldn't change it for the world. My mom, though, she met somebody through mutual friends and he did murder her. So, I mean, score 1 for Tinder, I guess. I was just thinking about this time that my mom gave me some really bad dating advice.
What the fuck? The hashtag she used is dead mom talk. That's funny as shit. Why would you post a TikTok about this? Shit. Oh, God, I love it. I don't know if that makes it funny or sad or both. Who thinks, you know what, I'm gonna go post a TikTok today. You know what I think needs to be shared? Dead mom talk. That's what's in her hashtags. How's this dating advice? This is murder advice. Hey, murderers, you want to kill people? Go to Tinder. Ooh. Okay. Darling. Okay, here we are. Let's go. We got to do like 2 more.
Miss Rabbit has...
If you were following...
Are you in shape? Are you healthy? Like on BMI standards?
My dad watches my videos and he explained that my mom doesn't love it when I swear. So I'm not going to swear, but I want to call you a forking idiot. That has to be some of...
Fucking idiot.
The worst, most disgusting out-of-pocket dating advice I've ever heard. Now, a lot of people say that BMI is outdated, that we shouldn't be using it. You can say whatever you want. From a medical standpoint, it's still used to help determine risk for certain things. But a few little caveats.
Yeah, so BMI as it relates to an individual is actually not useful. But BMI as it relates to a population is actually quite useful.
Yes. You, ma'am, should not be giving advice based on BMI. Last I checked, you are a dating coach, which arguably isn't even a real job. I could be a dating coach. Secondly, you are preying on people. You are preying on women who think that they are not good enough to get the guy that they want, and you're selling a course to them. That's gross. And thirdly, any men that you are in contact with, supposedly these high-value men, how high value can they be if they need help from a shite dating coach? Just putting it out there.
Are you in shape?
Wait, hold on. Well, he said something in the middle I want to run back on.
Little caveat.
Hi, Yorkie! Okay, hold on.
You, ma'am, should not be giving advice based on BMI. Last I checked, you are a dating coach, which arguably isn't even a real job. I could be a dating coach.
True.
Secondly, you are preying on people. You are preying on women who think that they are not good enough to get the guy that they want, and you're selling a course to them. That's gross.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that part. Everybody is worthy. That doesn't mean they're good enough. And let me explain, because I think when people first hear that, they're going to go, oh, what do you mean? There is a degree of accountability that needs to be taken when it comes to attracting a partner, right? If you are, and I'm going to use extremes, if you are 300 pounds, you do not take care of your health in any way, shape, or form. You don't brush your teeth. You never go out. You do drugs. You watch Netflix all day and don't do anything productive. You have no ambitions. You have no job. You have... Who the fuck should find you attractive? But that's not a popular thing to say because people feel like they're being judged. In reality, that is part of attraction. is being an attractive person. But here's the problem, is that people take attractive and the first place they go is how you look. Now, that's part of attraction, for sure, but that's not all of attraction. How you look is the first step for most people, not even for everybody, but for the vast majority, that's the first step. That just opens the door. You still got to like what's behind the door. And I can give you an example. There was one person I was quite attracted to physically. I went on a date with them, and they were horrible at conversation. And when I asked them, like, what do you do for fun? And like tell me, I want to get to know you, learn who you are. Their only like thing they did was work. They liked work. They liked going to work. That's cool. Tell me about work. A few words and then nothing. Do you hang out with any friends from work? No, not really. Do you have any hobbies? No, I guess I just kind of like working. That's part of attraction, is having a fucking personality. So that doesn't mean you're not worthy. That doesn't mean you're a lesser human. That doesn't mean you deserve to be treated with disrespect or shamed or yelled at or anything. But that does mean you have to work on yourself, right? Just my take. Now let's go pick on her. I picked on him enough.
Ladies, if you are trying to be with a high value...
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Okay, here we go.
Ladies, if you are single and you have weight to lose, like 10, 20, 30 plus pounds, fill in the blank, and it's making you insecure and it's holding back your dating life, then how about instead of spending money on the typical things that feel a little more instant, like lash extensions, hair extensions, nails, a designer handbag, why not put those funds into a gym membership, a personal trainer, a dietitian? Because the thing is, when you start to take better care of yourself physically and prioritize your health, you're going to feel better in your own skin and you're going to feel more...
I like it when it's just an obvious take.
If you want to appear more attractive, these are 3 stupid easy things that you need to start doing ASAP that a lot of you, let's be real, aren't doing. Starting with number 1, your posture. Your posture should not look like this. You shouldn't be hunched
You shouldn't look like Gollum. Got it.
over. No, you should roll your shoulders back, have your nose a little bit in the air, not in a snooty way, but in a like... I'm just breathing the air up here kind of way, because it conveys that you are secure in yourself. When you see people with bad posture, it makes...
Is that what you're talking about? Just stick your nose in the air and just whiff a bit of shit, you know? They come up with these one-liners that make no sense. Let's get an instant replay. I want to hear that shit again.
Posture. Your posture should not look like this. You shouldn't be hunched over. No, you should roll your shoulders back, have your nose a little bit in the air, not in a snooty way, but in a like... I'm just breathing the air up here kind of way, because it conveys that you are secure in yourself. When you see people with bad posture, it makes it look like they are insecure in who they are. They're not walking with a sense of...
No, well, okay. I'm all for having good posture. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But like this, like, be different than who you are advice. Working on yourself means taking who you are and elevating it and being a little better. Being entirely different than you are is not, like we said, because then what's going to happen is you're just going to develop resentment for who you've forced yourself to become and the person who likes you for who you're pretending to be. How many times do you see that shit? Like, who they are day one. Oof. Shoulder like cracked. All right, come on. We gotta get one more video. We gotta get one more out of this. Banana bread. Here we go. Yeah, Yorkie, that turned you on? My grunts of pain. So fucking stupid. What was the other one where she was like, you got to, you have to like raise your eyebrow? Yeah, bitch. Hold on. Oof. That's better. Thanks, Juicy Dad. I feel better. Okay. Let's go. Lesbians. pretty cool. Oh, my nipples hard? Yeah, my nipples are hard. Must be all this advice. Okay. Let's get one more video. This is part of Rory lore, but I have very small nipples. You can add that to my Wikipedia page. What was a good one? Okay, this says, stop trying to explain.
When a man acts like
Stop trying to explain. Here we go. Stop trying to explain away the obvious. Here we go.
he doesn't care, it's because he doesn't care. It's not because of all these reasons going on in your mind. And I know that's a tough pill to swallow because you're like, I thought we had this great connection. Like, at the end of the day, if a man wants to be with you, he's gonna make it happen. If he's not making it happen, he doesn't want it that bad. And it's better to accept it and put your self-respect and your dignity above your attraction to him and keep it moving. Follow me for more dating tips.
The problem with that is it's obvious and it's not related to gender. But they'll always do this us versus them mentality, you know? You'll find a lot of the dating advice on TikTok is the same thing again and again and again and again, which is like, if a man or if a woman, 3 ways to get a woman to fall deeply in love with you. Step 1, exercise. Step 2, act like you don't like them. Step 3, make sure to insult them and their self-esteem lowers so that it's easier to bag them. Follow me for more tips. That was me beating off 2 penises at the same time. Anyway, I don't know. I hope this spoke to people, that this conveyed something, I guess. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't even follow. Send me more videos to make fun of. As one does on a Wednesday. Of course, it's my pastime. Then you have them touch. All right. Enjoy the YouTube video. Bye. Okay. We're done. Woo, we're done. Yay. Okay. If you're interested in a man, you can make it happen. I don't know what part of that video we're going to keep. Guys, I wasn't even going to stream today. So I didn't really prepare anything. I think the streams are generally better when I find TikToks ahead of time. But then the problem with that is that my reactions aren't as organic. They're not as genuine. You know, when you see something for the first time, je feel differently about it, you know? Et ton pied différent de la maison. All right, that's all I had. That's all I had. Get the fuck out of here. Who's live? Who can I raid? Nope. Mizkif, Hassan, Lyric, Esfand, and Study Time. A bunch of people who don't need to be rated. What about Brad Browning BS? Does he say something like rewire your ex's brain and make them come back? Yes. You need to rewire your ex's brain so that they can somehow fall deeply in love with you and then pay me, Brad Browning, $3,000. Some of the prices some of these guys charge, though. You know? What? We made it easier to reward your community with drops. Click here to learn more. I'll learn that later. Instead of a raid, can we have a rave? Yes. Yes, you can. And chat, happy birthday. Happy birthday, friends. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, probably around like noon Eastern time. So